Oh, good morning. Jesus is still Lord. Hey, the Word still works. I get so excited about the fact that God's doing special things for me because I'm maybe His favorite son. Well, now you know I can't be His favorite son because God's not a respecter of persons. But I will tell you this. I am a very, very blessed man. We're enjoying the blessings of God. This is what it says over in Proverbs, I believe it is, might be Psalm. It says, when the desire cometh, it's a tree of life. That's in Psalms, I'm sure it is. When Jesus taught us to pray, when the disciples said, Lord, that fig tree which you cursed is withered away, he said, you have the God kind of faith, for whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and plucked up and planted in the sea, and it'll be. Then he said, what things soever you desire. Now I just got to tell you this. There's nothing quite like going to God, going to His Word, building your faith, releasing your faith in prayer, speaking to the circumstances, and seeing it changed by the power of God. Woo, what a tree of life that becomes. What a desire that is. Just a few minutes ago, after breakfast, Pat came in and she said, you want me to throw these different things away? And I said, what are they? She said, oh, they're just some notes I wrote down. And in it, she wrote down 3 or 4 different things that I had just said one morning that I want, like a new weed eater, like a new leaf blower. And she says, do you realize you have those now? It didn't take but just a couple of weeks. I said, no, I hadn't thought about that. I said, well, let's write down, new fishing boat, new airplane. Let's don't limit God. You see, the Bible says that God was wroth at the children of Israel because they limited Him. Well, I'm not going to make God mad at me. Now, I'm going to go somewhere else on that. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Well, I'm not going to perish because I have a vision to do great exploits for God. In fact, I'm believing that this little program goes viral, they call it, around the whole world. I believe on my own satellite. I believe that we can do anything that we want to do with preaching the gospel whenever we want to preach it. I believe I have a superabundance and no lack, so that anything that I want to do, any place that I want to go at any time that I want to do it, that I can do it. And it's such a joy to know that God did that. Now, I'm a very blessed man. I tell you that all the time. But it's such a joy to know that my prayers are heard and things on the earth are changed because of God giving me the keys to the kingdom. Listen, don't settle with just what the world says you have to have. And I'm going to be political here. Don't just take what the government and the governments of the world say you have to have. You are not of this world. You're of another world, and God grants you the desires of your heart. You can have what you want because what you say is what you get. Hey, I got to go. Remember today, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.